Tonight, the National Association of Driving Instructors distances itself from an incident that saw two of its members arrested by police for obstructing traffic. The brother of one of the arrested driving instructors speaks out, and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority reacts to the Level 3 travel warning from the CDC, which recommends avoiding all non-essential travel to the island. The details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 1st of December, 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Two driving instructors have been arrested for allegedly obstructing traffic. The drivers were seen on Tuesday morning driving at a snail's pace and causing a traffic backlog. One of the two who were arrested is the secretary of the National Association of Driving Schools. Brother of the instructor, Vernon Jean, argues that St. Lucia has no minimum speed limit and therefore the arrests are unjustifiable. Genevieve Gonzague begins our reporting.
Two driving school instructors are currently being held at the traffic department and are expected to be charged for obstructing of traffic. The two were detained by police after being found holding up traffic on the dual carriage along the Shock Highway, video footage of which has gone viral. Many have speculated that this was deliberate on the part of the instructors, given the release of audios that have since gone viral, with one of the instructors venting his frustration about suspension of exams. One of the detainees has been identified as the secretary of the National Association of Driving Schools and instructor at Jean's driving school, Kingston Jean. His brother, Vernon Jean, spoke with Hot 7 on Tuesday. He reiterated the point made by the National Association of Driving School, stating that there was no official protest. However, he says if the instructors were protesting, they were well within their right.
There was no official protest by NADS. Right now, my underwear is back to front, and that is my protest against what is going on. But that is the way that I choose to protest. Okay, if somebody chooses to drive at 1 mile an hour, where there's nothing to show that they cannot drive at 1 mile an hour, and that is their form of protest. If they feel that that is their way of protest, that is. But I cannot say that what took place this morning was a protest. I have no knowledge of that.
He says the irony of the instructors possibly facing being charged with dangerous driving is not lost, as many drivers openly flout the speed limit with no consequence.
On that stretch of road, the speed limit is 30 miles an hour. But yet still there are persons who drive there all the time above 30. They are never singled out, they are never arrested. So we find it a bit unfair. We feel that we are being singled out. We're not too sure if it is because we are speaking out that we are being singled out so that we could be shut up.
He says he finds it ridiculous that one will be arrested for driving slowly on the roads, as St. Lucia has no minimum speed limit.
It's funny that they were charged for dangerous, or they will be charged for dangerous driving, yet the stretch of road which they are driving on, there is no set minimum speed limit. So if as an instructor you feel it is safe, or the safest thing for the student to do at the time is to move at 1 mile an hour, there is nothing to say that somebody cannot be driving at 1 mile an hour.
Jean says this incident should serve as a reminder that St. Lucia needs to revise its road laws. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
Meanwhile, the National Association of Driving Instructors has distanced itself from the incident. Speculation is rife that the matter was a deliberate demonstration of discontent on the part of instructors, given the move by the Transport Ministry to suspend practical and theory exams. The association says whatever action was taken by its two members for whatever reason was not sanctioned on the part of the association. St. Lucia has moved from level 1 to level 2 and now level 3 on the CDC's travel health notices. The public relations manager for the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Jermaine Georges, says while this is a setback, it is one that the destination will tackle head-on until its low travel risk standing is regained.
St. Lucia is amongst about 20 other countries rated at level 3 by the Center for Disease Control. We acknowledge this placement given the recent spike in cases in country, and St. Lucia is, however, recording less cases based on the data provided by the health authorities. We are optimistic that we will be back to the position of requiring no travel advisory as was previously the case. St. Lucia, however, remains a destination of top choice to travelers, and even amidst this global pandemic, her place on the international scale remains.
That was SLTA PR manager commenting on the CDC's advisory to avoid all non-essential travel to the island. As it stands, entry protocols in St. Lucia remain. But interestingly, Georges says there has been no decrease in the number of registrations per day for entry. She says the goal is to maintain enforcement of COVID-19 protocols and address any loopholes that may be realized. Stay with us. Still to come, the Ministry of Health touts 112 negative COVID-19 tests and 7 recoveries. Bar owners say they will not survive the extension of COVID protocols that forced them to close at 4 p.m. And public reaction to the extension of COVID-19 protocols until the 14th of December. That and more after the break.